Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
54 miles. Down to lose one.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's trash.
To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 16 yards of first. First down.
Let's go.
To Alvin Kamara. A gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. Kill. Yellow waiting. 54. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And Ginn's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. 23 yards, the final tally.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. 59. Come on.
Again, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Smallwood. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gun.
Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
47 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Newton and Olsen over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Newton now to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down and a pickup of 5 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run, Smallwood. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And he is is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Newton. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Smallwood. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch it.
8.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Newton to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brees able to find the veteran again. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Saints first down.
Brees now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing now is Brees. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Panthers 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Newton now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Smallwood. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go, fellas.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Saints' 29-yard line.
Check three, check three, check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Got his target, Samuel. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you get
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go.
To throw is Breeze. Airs this out for Matthews. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Throwing again on second down. Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A final shot before the break. Newton. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Smallwood, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great.
From the 41, Newton, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Quick dash. Come. Hey, switch gears.
Operating from the gun. Newton airing it out and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gun.
They'll run on 1st down. Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
8.
From the gun, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Smallwood. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Newton takes it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They come out here in the eye.
Mike Popo. You ain't
20.
You ain't doing nothing today.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on second and 3. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, Charlie.
On second and a couple. Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Let's go.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky. Under 10, under 10, 10. Slam.
On second and 9, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, Put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
From the 41, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on third down, Newton completes it to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Throwing the comeback route, he's got the hook up to Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees leaves this one with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Breeze now. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. K1 short. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, exit.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Breeze now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Breeze. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Smallwood. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, and caught left side, Olsen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, Smallwood able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
Ready?
1st and 10.
Check, 47.
Gun.
They'll run it with Artis Payne. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 3. General West. Show it up.
Again, it's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Mike 54. And let's get some penetration here.
To throw is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Opposite. Tight dog.
Now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That last pass catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was they can take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Big hit. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.